It's time for this week's episode of Brandon's Sports Talk.
Welcome back to Brandon's Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege to interview the Athletes Unlimited professional lacrosse player, Ally Palermo. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Can you talk about how you knew that you wanted to play professional lacrosse?
Yeah, I have seen other girls play in the league last year, and I thought it would just be a really cool opportunity. And when our season ended, it was just kind of the next step is just seeing if I was going to be drafted and get the opportunity. So once I was drafted, I kind of knew that this would be a way to like play against a more competitive environment.
What was it like going to Northwestern and playing lacrosse?
Yeah, my experience at Northwestern was awesome. I had an amazing team, amazing coaches and staff the whole time. We were really successful these past few years. We made it to 3 Final Fours in my 5 years there, so it was a really, really great experience.
What was that feeling like getting to put on that purple Northwestern jersey?
Yeah, I committed to Northwestern when I was a sophomore in high school. So I think that it was something that I was waiting to do for a long time. And so every time I put on the jersey, I was just really grateful for the opportunity to represent such an amazing program.
Of course, in your 5 years, what was it like going to the Final Four 3 times?
Yeah, so like the Final Four is like an incredible environment. It's like there's so many people and fans, and it's really just something you've been dreaming about forever as a lacrosse player. So just being there and play against like the top 4 teams in the nation and being one of those top 4 teams is just really an incredible opportunity. And it's just like a culmination of everything we worked for.
Of course, how was it like competing to be one of those top 4 teams and obviously having a chance at the national championship?
Yeah, so I think like especially this year, like in practice, we just like competed as hard as we could to prepare ourselves for the tough competition that was going to come our way. And obviously, it wasn't the outcome we wanted, but we put up a really hard fight. And I think that our preparation the whole season really prepared us well.
Of course, coming out of Northwestern, did you ever know that you wanted to become a professional lacrosse player?
Yeah, I guess I didn't really like think a whole lot about it because the league is like new. It's only in the second year, and I didn't know that I was even gonna have the opportunity till like a couple days ago. So it wasn't. I didn't put a lot of thought into it, but once I got the opportunity, I knew that it was something that I was really interested in.
How's it like obviously preparing for the Athletes Unlimited draft?
Yeah. They told me kind of the day before the draft, and they said that they were having a watch party. So we went and we watched the draft, and it was just a really, really cool atmosphere. And like just being called, my name called with so many other like incredible names in the lacrosse world was a really cool experience.
What was that feeling like when you heard your name being called to be drafted to Athletes Unlimited?
Yeah, I think for me it was like a little unexpected. I was like a little taken back. It was really cool. And then like next thing you know, they like put the headset on me and I was like in an interview. So it was a really cool experience. And I think it's just a really great thing that they're doing to grow the game of lacrosse.
Of course, after your name was called, what was going through your head as you were now preparing to become a professional lacrosse player?
Yeah, I think like obviously after this season, I was kind of like ready to like decompress and relax and take some time off. But after after like hearing my name called, I was like, all right, time to like get back to work and like start thinking about like training and the way I'm going to train and continuing to just like refine my skills for the league.
Of course, what were some of the things that you were training for before preparing for the draft and now that you've drafted?
Yeah, so I guess like my whole preparation before was just really focused on winning and going to the Final Four and how I'm going to prepare to play my best defense in the Final Four. And now I think it's more about really refining my skills and getting my fitness back up to a certain level that maybe I didn't have throughout like the end of the postseason. And that's something that I'll be working on going into the Athletes Unlimited League.
Of course, playing in the Final Four, what was it like playing against teams like Carolina?
Yeah, I mean, obviously going in, like they're an incredible team and they have like a lot of top stars, but I think our main focus was really on ourselves and how we want to just be our best version of our team. And I think that showed, even though the outcome we lost by one, but like our fight showed and we weren't going to back down from a challenge, like no matter who it was.
Of course, what was it like preparing for teams such as Carolina who won the national championship?
Yeah, I mean, it was difficult. They had like incredible depth. And so, I mean, like there was a lot that we had to take into account. Like even if we shut off one person, there would be a few more people who could score goals as we saw. But I think that overall, we just wanted to focus on ourselves.
What is it going to feel like to obviously get to put on that Athletes Unlimited lacrosse jersey?
Yeah, I think it'll be a really cool experience. I think that just knowing that I'm playing my sport at the highest level that's offered is just really awesome. And like putting on that jersey, I'm just going to have a lot of pride in being even just able to be on the field with some of those other top players.
How is the transition like from going from college lacrosse and playing at the top level of college lacrosse to going to professional lacrosse playing for Athletes Unlimited?
Yeah, I think that like obviously it's going to be like a little bit more fast paced, aggressive. I think they're probably not going to have as many calls and regulate the game as much as as in college. So I think that that's something to just prepare myself for, is that like next level of speed and aggression and just overall athleticism that I'm going to need to succeed in this league.
How's it going to feel like obviously preparing for obviously during your college time you were playing with just with one team and now getting drafted to Athletes Unlimited, you get a mixture of everybody?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome. I think it's so cool that I'm going to be mixed with different people and like learn. I can learn a lot from other people just by being with them, and it gives me like a wide array of people to learn from and play with. And especially on the defensive end, I'm really excited to get to know like other people's playing styles and kind of play off of that.
Of course, how is it going to feel like obviously going to Athletes Unlimited, having those professional athletes that are also college coaches, learning from them?
Yeah, I mean, it's always incredible. Like last year when I was at the US national team tryout, just like that environment was insane. And just seeing like players like Kayla Trainer, who's obviously done so well with Syracuse, and then just being able to be in a league with her and even competing on her team. And they just have so much to offer, like obviously as coaches, but also as players as well. So I'm really looking forward to that.
What was that process like going through training camp for the U.S. national lacrosse team?
Yeah, I mean, I was just at the tryout and it was just like so highly competitive and every single person was like really like into it and interested and just engaged the whole time and no one was backing down. It was a challenge every step of the way and like that's I feel like an environment that the pro league will be like. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
What are some of your game day routines and rituals from college that you're going to take over to the professionals?
Um, I guess like my main thing would just be like listening to music before games is just my like kind of ritual. I don't really do a lot. I don't have a lot of like superstitions or anything, but kind of just like the moments leading up to the game, just getting kind of locked in and focused on what I have to do.
What is game day going to feel like when you get to finally have game day for the first time?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be cool. I think especially because that's in like about like 2 months from now. So I'm definitely gonna be itching to get back out there. So that's gonna be a really cool feeling to step on the field and know that I have more opportunities ahead of me to play.
Who are some of the people in the lacrosse community that you look up to?
Um, yeah, I think one person I obviously look up to is my coach, Kelly Monty-Hiller. I think she has done a great job with the Northwestern program, but even just lacrosse as a sport, and for women athletes as well. She supports women athletes and wants us to succeed. So she's definitely a trailblazer in the sport and someone who I've always looked up to.
How's it going to feel like, obviously, having some of your Northwestern teammates join you with Athletes Unlimited?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be amazing. I feel like some of them I'll probably hate to play against them because, they're so good and strong and powerful, but it'll be great to just have them around and know I could always lean on them. I've leaned on them for the past 5 years, and just continuing to have that support and those friendships is really important.
What's it going to feel like, obviously, having some of those teammates that you played against in college now on the same team, such as having some people from Carolina that you may have played against on the same team as you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be a really cool opportunity again, like I said, to like learn from them and like gain those friendships that I may not have had before. I think obviously um, in lacrosse, like we're all like in college, we're all competitors, but I think just kind of just being teammates and being on the same side is going to be really, really cool.
Who are the most influential persons in your career and your idols?
Um, yeah, so I guess a few influential people like when I was growing up playing lacrosse was my high school coach and my club coach. My club coach really took a chance on me and developing me and making sure that I was able to play at my highest level, and he got me to Northwestern. And then my coaches here have been incredible. Like I said, Kelly and Scotty and Shelby, they've all really done everything they could to help develop me into the player that I am.
What's it going to feel like, obviously, to get to play with professional athletes such as Lindsey Ronback and Sammy Joe Trey?
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I'm excited to play with so many of them. They all have so much to offer, and like even just watching the league last year, I was in awe of like some of their speed and their talent and ability. So I think it's just gonna be an amazing thing to be a part of, and just so much talent in one place is gonna be really cool.
Who are some of the people that you implement your career after?
Yeah, I guess like one person would be Taylor Thornton, who played at Northwestern. She was like a great defender, just athletic, speed, and that's really like the game I want to play is just using my natural athletic ability to succeed on the field.
What are some of the things that you're excited about in this first season as a professional athlete playing professional lacrosse for Athletes Unlimited?
Yeah, I guess like one of the things I'm really excited about is just like the atmosphere, like and just helping seeing like young generations come to games and play the sport. I think it's going to be really cool to kind of just be fully immersed in lacrosse world for 4 weeks and like all the opportunities that are going to come with that.
What are some of the things that you're most excited about learning from these veteran players such as Lindsey Ronback, Sammy Joe, and Michelle?
Yeah, I guess just like their knowledge of the game and just like I think one thing that I really can take away is more skill based and not just using my speed, but really being skilled and like as skilled as them would be really really amazing.
What are some of your future plans in the sport of lacrosse?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously other than the pro league, like just continuing to maybe coach and train young girls and kind of grow the game.
Of course, during your time with Athletes Unlimited, do you plan on trying out again for the U.S. national team?
Yeah, I guess if the opportunity presented itself in the future, I guess it's every 4 years. So within the next 4 years, if I'm still playing and that opportunity comes, I would definitely love to represent the USA. Anytime you represent USA is a really amazing opportunity.
What advice would you give college lacrosse players looking to play in college?
Yeah, I guess like one thing would be to be open and to just kind of be a selfless player. When I first got to Northwestern, I was a midfielder, and now I was 5 year defender. So just kind of being able to open and able to kind of play wherever you're needed and just do your role that is asked of you.
What advice would you give college lacrosse players looking to go into the Athletes Unlimited draft pool?
Yeah, I guess I'll probably have more advice after I do it, but I think right now probably the advice is just like to work hard and focus on your goals in college and don't look too far ahead. Like don't look like your goal shouldn't be like, I want to play pro. It should be, I want to have the best college career, and then everything will kind of come after that.
What advice would you give future college players looking to play either for Athletes Unlimited or the U.S. national team?
Yeah, like I guess just really like hone your skills like while you're younger, and just be the best version of yourself every time you step on the field, and then the rest will just come naturally and you'll be successful.
What advice would you give those professional athletes, such as yourself, looking to get started in their professional lacrosse career?
Yeah, I think that my advice would be to just kind of like live in the moment and enjoy it. Like, don't take it too seriously. I think that obviously, like everyone wants to win, everyone's a competitor, but at the end of the day, like we're all just there playing like the game that we love, and it's just going to be really fun.
That's great advice. Where can my listeners find you at on social media?
My Instagram is just at Ally Palermo, and Instagram is mainly the main platform that I use. So yeah.
Thank you again, Ally Palermo, for your interview, and best of luck in your future as you begin this long career in Athletes Unlimited as a professional lacrosse player.
Great. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Facebook at Brandon Sports Talk, Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon. You can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again to Ally Palermo for your interview, and best of luck in your future.
Thank you. Bye.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.